You are great at delivering your product or service for your clients. Actually, you are fantastic at delivering your products and service to your clients, and they all love you. But do they really? My name is Nell, I'm an Action Coach business coach, and I often talk about our ladder of loyalty, how you can create raving fans for your business. Done a previous video on what the ladder looks like, so go and check that out in the library. Now, too often, the business owners that I speak to are in a little bit of denial around this area. We all think that our clients love us just a little bit more than they actually do. And understanding where they sit, but more importantly, understanding how we can truly get them to love us and where we can make some changes could be really beneficial for your business, because that could mean more business out of your existing client base, which, let's be honest, is cheaper and quicker to get some wins than it is going to get new clients through some new marketing strategy. So a couple of things to think about. There's two things that clients are often looking for, or generally are looking for, is either outcomes and results, and then at the bottom they would be looking at relationships, experience that they have dealing with your business. And if you think about it, when both of those are really low, that's where you've lost a client straight away. That's where they came, they bought from your business, the results were terrible, the relationship is not there, they're going to go somewhere else. The only thing at that stage you can do is go, okay, what can I learn from this? What changes can I make? And how can we stop this from happening again? Now, there is one step that's actually worse than that. And that's what we call a reverse referral. And that is where the experience has been so terrible, or the outcome has been so terrible, that they are going to go and tell other people about it. And that's not really where you want to be sitting. And at that stage, when you get into that scenario, it'd be really easy, and I see this all the time with clients, they start burying their head in the sand. They kind of go, oh, I don't want to deal with this, because people might get shouty, or there's a bit of confrontation going on, and we don't necessarily want that. I totally get that, but actually we need to do the opposite here. We need to deal with this really quickly, in the best possible way, try to end it on at least a little bit of a high, for as much as that is possible, so you can walk away from this. This is where you have to put your ego and your own emotions aside and just deal with the client as simple as possible. Know that you've lost them, but try to at least end it on a little bit of a high. So that's a reverse referral. Those are not the places we want to be, but actually they're good ones to learn from. Now, as we start moving up to, and I use the WOW matrix for this to really identify where our clients sit. When we start moving up to that next kind of level, where that's sort of medium relationships and experiences and medium sort of outcome, they're okay, but that's where your clients are really vulnerable. They're okay with doing business with you, but actually they're looking for somewhere else. If tomorrow your competitor knocks on their door or rings their bell, and a couple of things that they can do differently or cheaper or whatever it may be for your product or service, your clients will go there. They are not at that loyalty stage just yet. So that's where your clients are vulnerable. Who sits there, and how can we upgrade them a little bit? So again, it's about understanding, is it the relationship that's lacking here, or is it the outcome that's lacking, and how can we increase that for them? And at that next kind of level, that's where you start creating advocates. You kind of look at, yes, the relationships might be a little bit better already. The outcomes might not fully be there yet. So again, it's about that awareness. Where do they sit? Do we need to build relationships? Do we need to get better outcomes? And the better outcomes could be as simple as really understanding what were your clients' expectations? How are you delivering that for them? Are you delivering just about there? And could we start over-delivering? Can we start doing some wow stuff, which is why it's called the wow matrix, right? Can we start doing some wow stuff? Or if the relationship isn't great, how can we start building that? And I'm not necessarily talking about taking them out for lunch or taking them out on golf days. And in your business, that might be exactly what it needs, and that's okay. Go and do that. But figure out how you can build a better relationship with your clients. And sometimes it could be around better communication being that first starting point. So how can you do that? Now, once we get up to that top corner where the relationship is great, the outcomes are great, we've got advocates, people that love what you do. This is where slowly on you can start asking for referrals. Now, ask for referrals often. Ask for them in different kind of ways. Ask for them in different kind of platforms. So for some of you, that might be Google My Business. It could be LinkedIn. It might be an industry specific one. And again, it's okay to ask for reviews on different platforms at different stages, but getting those referrals through means that you don't necessarily have to do as much marketing because they are providing you with new clients. And as we have on one side of the matrix, there's a top side of the matrix in that top corner where the relationships are absolutely epic, where the outcomes that you provide for your clients are absolutely epic. That's why you've got your raving fans. The guys and ladies that are shouting about you everywhere, that are recommending you on social media all the time, the ones that are bringing you referrals without you even having to ask for it. The ones that kind of keep your business going without you having to do anything. All you have to do is keep them in that happy raving fans box. And if we're really truly honest and we go through this matrix, what we often find is that there's quite more clients in that vulnerable stage than we'd like to admit. So it's great because awareness, as always, awareness means that we can start making some changes. There's probably less clients that sit in that raving fans category. Also great to understand how can we move your advocates up to become raving fans, and how can we just generally get more out of those advocates and those raving fans we already have. So as always, a couple of things to think about here. The ones in the left-hand corner, your reverse referrals, the not great experience and outcomes. What lessons can we learn from that? What changes, what different things can we put in place to stop that from happening as little as possible? On the opposite end of the scale, how can we get more out of the ones that we already have? How do we grade your advocates to become more raving fans? And then in that middle vulnerable kind of section, how do we move them out of that vulnerable section? Where do you need to focus? What relationship type strategies could you put in for the next quarter? Or where do you need to focus a little bit more on outcomes and results? Where can you just over deliver? Where can you just start doing a little bit extra that your clients go, oh, wow. That's the wow matrix for you to understand where do your clients currently sit? How loyal are they? Because they may not be as loyal as we initially like to think.